Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and this is going to be, I guess a review for My Hero Academia Season 6 finale, episode 25, and, I am annoyed that it's ending, obviously. Because I'm willing to bet that there's maybe, 2 arcs left, maybe, because I mean, how much more is there left, really, to be honest? Actually, let me look real quick. Because I think as far as I know, the manga is still going. Okay. But yeah, the manga is still going. Great! It says there's 22 in total. Let me see. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we got 3. Oh. We got 3 arcs left, because I highly doubt that, the writer for My Hero Academia, the one who created it, is going to add in any other arcs anytime soon. I highly doubt it, considering his health isn't very good. And if you actually end up watching this, I highly doubt it. The fans of My Hero Academia and all the other things you create, we would rather you take care of yourself first. If that means putting the show and all that all hold for a bit, we don't care, as long as you get your health better first, because if you're not in good health, you can't create very good quality anime and manga, and that's worse than having to have it on hold for a bit. So, yeah, just take care of yourself. And everybody else out there, take care of yourselves. Don't... Excuse me. Don't push yourselves too hard. Don't neglect your health for work or whatever. Anyway, yeah, we find out what Stain is following All Might for, and All Might gets to the statue of himself. And Stain confronts him, and at first I was thinking that he didn't believe that that was All Might, and I can understand that because, as far as we know, once he got his injuries taken care of, he was sent straight to Tartarus. And I'm assuming that while they were in Tartarus, they didn't get any news reports or anything of what was going on in the outside world. So he probably wouldn't have seen the All Might versus All for One fight, because that was in Season 3? And Stain was captured in Season 2. But, keep in mind, all this has been happening, all 6 seasons have happened in the course of 1 school year. They haven't even gotten to their 2nd year of UA yet. In which case, I'm wondering, are we even going to get to see their 2nd year of UA before the anime ends? Or is that going to be, or are we not going to get to see that? Or is it just going to, skip all that and do like a teaser of, what happened between after the anime ends and what happens in the future? Because I'm assuming that he's going to add in whatever relationships ended up happening between then and whatever time in the future it is. Like if they're adults or whatever. Because we all know that Deku and Uraraka like each other. We all know that. We all know that Kaminari and Jiro kind of have a thing for each other, but they haven't really confirm that as much as the Deku and Uraraka one, but they kind of do like each other. But those are the only two that we kind of have an idea of, at the very least. And I'm sure there are many, many, many other ships that people are wanting to happen in the show. But we don't know if there are any other ships that are going to happen at all in the show or not. And I'm sure some of them would like to see, maybe like a little taste of the ships in the show at the end of the show. And maybe, do like a Boruto thing where they do a time skip and they have the kids of the next generation, where the kids of the main characters from the original My Hero Academia are in UA or something. I don't know. That would be cool. I'd love to see that, to be honest with you. That would be cool, to be honest. But we don't have any established, like I said, ships in this show besides the whole Deku and Uraraka one being the most canon, because it's not even established yet, but we know that they like each other from what we've seen in the show. So it's just a matter of when they're going to show it, not if it's going to happen. It's a matter of just when it's going to happen. It's when they're going to show it, because everybody in the show freaking knows that those two probably like each other. And we all know that they like each other. It's just a matter of when they put it in there. Anyway, but yeah, I hope they do something like that for My Hero Academia, because if it ends in one more season, or possibly one season, and then maybe a short 8th season to wrap it up, or to wrap up that final arc, because there's 3 arcs left. There's the Star and Stripe arc, which was, like I said in the reaction, that's the American #1 hero, who we saw at the end of the episode. The UA Trader arc, and the final war arc. Yeah. Y'all almost forget about that UA Trader thing? That's gonna get revealed in the next to last arc. Though, to be honest though, we don't even know how long that arc's gonna last. That might end up lasting 3 episodes or something like that, because I'm sure it's gonna be revealed. Then they're gonna give the reasons why, and what happened with that backstory. And possibly either a redemption, where they redeem themselves and go back to the others, or they go full-on villain and turn on them, and they have to fight their former friend or whatever, whoever it ends up being. So that might not last maybe 3-4 episodes maybe. So that might not be too long. The ones that are going to last the longest are the Star and Stripe one and the final war arc. So, more than likely, I don't know, to be completely honest. We don't even know what's going to end up. Only the ones who know the manga are going to know this. How long this could potentially last for. It could be 1 season, it could be one full season and maybe a half a season, and that's it. We don't know. But all we know is that it's ending. It's close to ending. And I hate that. I hate it so much. I want more My Hero Academia. I want to see them in their 2nd year, for God's sake. Good God. All this crammed into 1 year. This shows that there was no filler in this show. At all. Because filler is usually used to pad out the show and pad out time. There was no filler. At all. Unless you want... I don't even know if you would count the Skull Festival stuff as filler. I don't even think you would. Anyway, enough of me rambling. Like I said, Stain ends up confronting All Might, and at first I was thinking that he didn't recognize All Might and thought he was a fake or something. But no, he knows that is All Might, but thinks that All Might has essentially lost his way and stopped being a true hero. And he ends up giving him a bit of a pep talk, as much of a pep talk as Stain can give, anyway. And tells him essentially that your power isn't what made you the best hero around and what made me respect you. Your charisma, your ability to inspire others to become true heroes and protect others and everything, that is what your legacy is. And that's what will continue even after all this is said and done. And that even without your power, you can still be a true hero and do something to help. Even if it's like helping with evacuations or something. Because I highly doubt that he expects All Might to go and fight All for One or something. Because he can see that All Might cannot fight. Yeah, but he can still be a true hero in ways other than just combat. And All Might realizes that this is what Satan was trying to do for him. And he tells him that, yeah, if you've got the soul of a true hero, take this information because... And once all this is said and done, come and end me, essentially, because... Yeah, that's what he was wanting from the start, was for All Might to kill him. And the information that he gave All Might was from Tartarus. And it is big. It is crucial information that he got because... Originally, the others thought that they had 2 months before Shigaraki would be, completed completely to where he would be at 100%, essentially. Which is what he was in the tubes for, but that got cut short. However, apparently, Shigaraki's, or All for One's consciousness in Shigaraki and All for One were communicating apparently through radio waves or mentally or whatever. And this conversation was picked up and recorded, and they were able to decipher it, and they found out that, no, that was false information that All for One gave them on purpose. Because he knew they would be looking for it. And it turns out that Shigaraki will be completed in 38 days. And they've already wasted 35 days. They've got 3 days left, if that information's accurate. Oh boy. Like I said, we've only got 3 arcs left, and the UA Trader arc's probably not going to last long at all. I don't even know how long the Star and Stripe arc is going to last, because I've got an idea of what's going to happen. Or at least the basis of what's going to happen anyway, because I'm sure that the heroes that are going to come in and help Japan are going to fight Shigaraki. He's going to try and kill them, or if the quirk is strong enough, he'll try and steal it. And then everybody is going to have to deal with his minions and all that on the side, and try to get to Shigaraki at the same time. So that's mostly what's going to probably happen. Excuse me. Anyway. So yeah, they've only got 3 days left until Shigaraki is supposed to be completed. Officially. If that information is completely accurate. Because we still don't know. We assume that this is actually the true timeline because they probably didn't expect them to be able to catch that conversation. So, yeah, they in trouble. They're in trouble, and it's a good thing they got that information from Stain, because if they hadn't, by the time they realized it, it would have been too late. Shigaraki would have been causing chaos all over the place if they hadn't known. Because they still would have been waiting for that 2-month arc. Wait a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong, but in the fight with Deku versus Lady Nagant, didn't she say she was supposed to be bringing Deku to a mansion in 1 month? Or did she say 2 months? I could have swore she said 1 month. Which would make sense now with this given timeline. Oh boy. Looks like that was actual information. That was correct information if that's actually what she said, because I don't remember if it was a month she said or 2 months. I think it was a month. And if it was a month, then yeah, that information's accurate. Because by then, Shigaraki would have been completed, and he would have tried to take One for All. And more than likely, Deku would have been able to do nothing to stop it, besides mentally fight it off. Because I'm sure that she would have paralyzed him with her weapon if she had been able to get a hold of him and take him there. Like Deku said. Because she could have easily paralyzed him with her shots. And just took him away, but she didn't. Anyway, so yeah, we got that information, and it's a good thing we did. Because, like I said, it would have been too late if they hadn't. While this is going on, the others are trying to give Deku a bath. And, yeah, they definitely needed to give him several scrubbing downs. Several, because I'm sure he was filthy. And when you're that filthy, it takes more than one round of washing to get you completely clean. And I had to agree with Bakugo on that one, because they had him soaking in the tub. And he was telling him, yeah, now you're just dirtying up the bathwater. Yeah, because I don't know how many soakings they had him already, but that probably was correct. And that is something that got me in this show. The only person who ever calls Deku by his first name, Izuku, is his mother. And now Bakugo is the only other one to call him that. Because he stopped himself from calling him Deku. He started calling him Deku, and then he said Izuku. I'm like, that's weird. I know it's his name and all that, but hearing it come from Bakugo, when all throughout the show he's called him Deku. Maliciously, I might add. But now not so much, since at a certain point, I think he stopped using it maliciously and just called him Deku, and it's just his abrasive personality. That he's called him Deku the whole entire time, and only after, not last episode, but the episode before that they started calling him Izuku. And it's just weird hearing him say it. It sounds weird, I guess just because we're not used to it. And even though he is obviously, exhausted because they were able to actually catch him, despite that, they almost didn't catch him, which is actually very terrifying, that even in an exhausted state, the way he was, they almost didn't catch him. That's terrifying. Anyway, they start asking him questions, and Todoroki tells him, I think he's tired. You might want to let him get some rest. That's the whole reason we brought him here. Then we can question him in the morning once he's rested. And, yeah, Midoriya doesn't want to go to bed yet because he still hasn't apologized to All Might for ditching him like he did. And he was like, he hasn't returned any of my calls, and Todoroki just simply points at the window, and he looks over, and All Might is just standing there, very creepily, like I might add, just staring at him. Like, dude, why didn't you come in the door when you first saw he was sitting there? Why didn't you see him come rushing in the door and hug him? Why didn't you do that? Dude, don't just stand there in the window like a creep. Yeah. But yeah, they both apologize to each other for all that, and All Might tells him essentially that, yeah, the final battle's coming sooner than we thought, you guys have got to be ready. And he said, essentially, even though my body's weak, I'm going to try my best to fight with you guys on this, because he is not going to just stand on the sidelines anymore. And that scares me, considering Night Eye's prediction that he saw that All Might is going to have a very gruesome death at the hands of a villain. And if that actually happens, I'm worried for Deku's mental state at this point. No, actually, I'm worried for everybody's mental state, because everybody sees All Might as, as part of the family at this point. But more so Deku and Bakugo, considering they admire All Might the most. No, actually, maybe Todoroki too, but still. Anyway, when I was watching it, I actually thought that they were talking about doing another concert when Jiro was talking about trying to cheer up all the evacuees, and no, apparently it's just, trying to get everybody happy and not, I guess, upset again like they were before. Anyway, let's see what happens next. Anyway, I think I did that out of order. It was All Might showing up and talking to them about that. And then they were talking about the whole schedule thing. And then, we get to see a shot of the UN where everybody is talking about their top heroes wanting to go and help Japan because they all asked for help from all the heroes in the world because of this whole threat that Shigaraki and All For One pose because, well, they're going to need help. They don't have a whole lot of heroes left because a bunch of them got killed or injured or they retired. So, yeah, they need all the help they can get. Anyway, the Egyptian top hero wants to go. I think it was the Russian top hero. Yeah, the Russian top hero wants to go help too. And he's like, why do I have to worry about filling out paperwork to help a friend? And, yeah. The American hero had already up and left by this point. She's like, I'm not gonna stand by and wait for the paperwork. I'm going now. They need help. And this is where I said the whole Star and Stripe arc comes in. Yeah, that's the American top hero. All Might's student, I might add. Star and Stripe. And she definitely looks the part of the American top hero. And you thought All Might did. That would explain where her costume came from if she's All Might's student. And her quirk, from what I know of it, that seems like a quirk that All For One and or Shigaraki would want to steal. So I can imagine that coming into play at some point. From what I've seen of her, what I've read on her quirk, essentially. Anyway, so yeah, now Deku doesn't have to do this all alone. He's got the others to back him up, and it's very concerning since these past few episodes, I'm sure I've seen other reactors kind of realize this as they were watching this last episode. That a certain character has become more suspicious that could possibly be the UA traitor. And I have to agree, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense considering what I know. Anyway, yeah. Can't wait for Season 7. I hope that, what was his name, Horikoshi? Hopefully he'll be in good health and he won't push himself so hard because we don't care if we have to wait a little bit on the manga and the anime as long as he's in good health. Because like I said, if he's not in good health, he can't put out very good quality and nobody wants that. So yeah, everybody take care of yourselves, don't push yourselves too hard, and I'll see you guys next time.